guys, starting the Scholar 2001 here, bringing you another Minecraft Cobblemon video for you guys today. And today, I am going to be fully PvP training my Shiny Snorlax into Snorlax. And this is going to be very special set because I'm going to be using 3 different gimmicks. So, let's get straight into it and see how it goes. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is going to be his ability, and his ability is Thick Fat. The Pokemon is protected by a layer of thick fat, which halves the damage taken from fire and ice type moves. And that is a really good ability because that is 2 typings that we gain a resistance from. So, absolutely wonderful. Now it is time to change its nature. I want my Snorlax's nature to be careful. So, we're going to give him the Careful Mint. And as for the stat changes, he has gained a buff in special defense and a drop in special attack. So, this Snorlax is going to be especially bulky. Okay, so before I deal with anything else, I want to get Snorlax evolved. And to do that, I need friendship. Alright? So, I need 220 friendship. I currently have 74. Alright? So, I have these berries here, the Pomeg berries, which lowers the Pokemon's HP EVs by 10 while raising friendship. Cannot be eaten by the holder. Alright, so we have to give Snorlax these berries until he gets up to 220 friendship. And there we go, he is evolved. I do, however, want to give him a little bit more, just to see how much it actually takes to max him out. I don't think that was maxed out, but yeah. Okay, so he isn't even on 220 friendship yet, but he's able to evolve. So I don't know what the friendship ratio for the evolutions are in Cobblemon, but anyways, we are ready to evolve him, so let's go. Wow, Snorlax is so big. Such a big boy. Wow. And his shiny is amazing as well. I absolutely love it. Wow. You are so much bigger than I thought you'd be up close. But I love the shiny. Everything about this big boy looks very good. Okay, up next is going to be his moveset. Now, 2 of the moves he has already gotten from evolution. One of them is going to be from TM and the other one he gets at level 56. So, let's go on ahead and deal with that one time. The TM is going to be Curse. So, we teach him Curse. And then, we level him up to level 56. And the move that we get is going to be Giga Impact. And there's a reason why I want this move. So now, let's go on ahead and let's get all of the moves that I want for him. So obviously we have Curse. And then the 2 moves that I got upon evolution were Rest. And where is it? Where is it? No, that's there it is. Crunch is the next move. And finally, I believe this is Snorlax's signature move. I could be wrong, but we got Giga Impact. And like I said, there is a reason why I want Giga Impact on this set. So, you guys will have to stick around and see what that reason is. Okay, I think it's a good idea to just get him up to level 100 one time. So, we got the rest of the rare candies. Let's do it. Alright, and at this point, normally I would say we only have a few things left to do. But for this set, we have a lot more things to do. So let's get going. Okay, so let's deal with the first gimmick, and that is going to be Terastalization. I'm going to give him Ghost Terra Shards to make him the Ghost Terra type. And there is a reason for this, and that entire reason revolves around Curse. So Curse works in two different ways depending on your type. Here's an explanation about how Curse works. Ghost type Pokemon use 50% of their maximum HP to place a curse on the target. The cursed Pokemon loses 25% of their maximum HP every turn. If the user has less than 50% HP remaining, they will faint, but the curse still takes effect. And for all other Pokemon types, Curse raises the user's attack and defense by 1 stage and lowers speed by 1 stage. And the stats obviously can be raised at a maximum of +6 and a minimum of -6. So yeah. So using my Terra type to my advantage in particular situations alongside Curse, I will be able to control my battle the way I want it, depending on the situation that I am in. So I can either deal damage with Curse or boost up my own stats, because I am part normal type, as long as I don't Terra. Now for this set, the EVs, we are running 252 HP, 130 attack, and 128 special defense, making this set a specially bulky melee attacker. Okay, so now it is time to get into the second gimmick for this set, and that is going to be Snorlax's Z Crystal, Snorlax Z. Alright, so for that I need to craft normal Lineum Z and 4 iron balls. And to craft the normal Lineum Z, I need a blank Z crystal and 4 normal gems, and I have all of that right here. So we put the blank Z crystal and the 4 normal gems into the crafter. We grab up the normal Lineum Z, and then we could place that in the center and surround it by the iron balls, and now we have Snorlax Z. Alright, this is going to be Snorlax's held item. So let's go on ahead and we shall give Snorlax his Snorlax Z. There we go. Nice. And this is why I actually want to Giga Impact, because Snorlax Z is what turns Giga Impact into Snorlax's Z move. So yeah, and now we can move straight into the final gimmick, and that is going to be Dynamax and Gygantamax. So to actually Dynamax and Gygantamax, obviously we need the Dynamax band. So we are going to craft that. Alright, to craft that we need 3 pink apricorns, 3 blue apricorns, 2 iron, and a wishing star, which you can get at a structure. So we have the Dynamax band now. Alright. I did just delete that wishing star by accident, so I'm gonna end up spawning one back in later. But the next thing that I need is the power spot, which would actually make it to where Dynamax Pokemon can actually, Dynamax. Right, so we grab up that power spot, and I'm gonna go grab the second wishing star really quick. Okay, so we got the second wishing star, so now I can craft the second power spot. Now the reason why I want 2 power spots is because there are 2 places that I want to place down these power spots. So the first place I want to place the power spot is inside of the Pokemon Center. So right smack down there on the ground, we cover that up with the quartz block, that's done. Alright, and the second place that I want to place down this power spot is right in the middle of my battlefield. So we're gonna place it down right there. Place down the glowstone and place back the carpet as well. There we go. That's done. Okay, so I have the ability to Dynamax my Pokemon, but Snorlax does not have the ability to Gygantamax. So, for that, we need something called Max Soup. And to make Max Soup, we need a bowl as well as 3 Max Mushrooms. Alright, so I have 3 planks here that I'm going to use to turn into bowls. We get 4 bowls from this. Alright. And I have a newly planted max mushrooms here that I can harvest anytime I want. So let's go ahead and harvest all of them. Alright. And I'm going to plant back some just so I can get more. And we are going to use these to craft 4 max soups. And there we go. Okay, now that we have those, I'm gonna put the 3 extra as well as the extra max mushrooms in the chest. And then I can bring out Snorlax and give him his max soup so that he is able to Gigantamax. You're gonna be an even bigger boy, haha. And now it's time for his nickname. And what a fitting nickname more than Big Boy Snore. Welcome to the team, Big Boy Snore. You're going to be a massive part of this team. Okay, we have a lot of testing to do for this set, so we are going to start it off by using Curse without Terastalization. So, let's get it going. Use Curse. I lose half of my HP. And that allowed my stats to be raised. And my speed lowered. And now I can just Giga Impact, and that did a lot of damage. Holy, I left him on quarter HP exactly. 25%, that's crazy. I need a recharge now, and I lived that attack as well. That's insane. Snorlax is way too good, bro. Against that Pokemon like Slacking, that's crazy. Okay, so now I can test Curse while Terastalize. Wait a minute, why is that activating the Z move? Where's my Terastalize? Hold on, I think I did something wrong. Give me a minute here, let me figure that out. Okay, so it turns out that Terastalization on Gigantamax does not work if Snorlax is actually holding the Z Crystal, which I find it to be very stupid, but it is what it is. So I have taken his Z Crystal off, and now I can finally Terastalize and test out his Curse. Alright, so now that he is a Ghost type, and he's using Curse, right, he's immune to his Zamaram. I lose half my HP, and now the Slacking is just going to lose health every turn. So here, I'm going to rest, heal myself, and he's just going to continue taking damage. And since it is taking quarter of his health every turn, this is going to take him 4 turns to go down. So, just like that, Slacking is dead from a Curse strat. This is absolutely broken. So broken. Okay, so now it's time for test number 3. The Z move. We are going to do Pulverizing Pancake. So, let's see the animation for it. This is going to be the first time I'm seeing the animation for the Z moves as well. So, oh, okay. It's kind of similar to Mega Evolution, actually. How much damage does that do? Oh my goodness, that took him down to 20% HP. Bro almost got one shot by a Z move. Yo, that's crazy as hell. That's actually sinister. Nah, I think I just made the most broken Pokemon ever in Cobblemon. What the heck? Snorlax, you're insane! Wow! Now it's time for the final test. Gygantamax. I want to see exactly how big this big boy can get. So, I am up here in the battlers area and I'm going to max guard just so I can actually take a look at the Snorlax and oh yeah, what the actual, oh my gosh. Okay, I mean, he's not as big as I thought, but that's probably just because of the view that I am looking at him. My goodness, this guy is crazily huge. Hold on a second. Let me get a top view of this. Look at him. Bro has an entire, what's it called? But Slucking is inside of him. That's incredibly funny. Slucking is just there chilling inside of him. But he has like an entire, what's the word? Forest, not a forest, plateau on his belly. Look at the massive tree. This is actually massive as heck. And look at him, he's just laying there yawning away. Bro is huge. That's crazy. Okay, but now it's time to see how much damage he can do. The only damaging move I have is Max Darkness. So, okay, that does not do much. Okay, we Max Darkness again. And, I shrunk even though I should not have. I still have a turn of Dynamax, no? Anyway, let's just finish off this slacking now, and we're gonna Ghost Terra, and yeah, let's just get rid of him. Bye bye. Goodbye, slacking. See you later. Thank you for helping me test once again. I don't want any of those moves, thank you. Snorlax, what can I say about you, bro? You are the most broken thing that I have ever made in this entire series. My goodness. You're gonna be a good one for the team for sure. And with that, I'm gonna end this video here for today. If you guys did enjoy, leave a like down below. Subscribe if you have not. Turn on notifications so you do not miss any future videos or live streams. Click the link in the description to take you straight to my individual social links. Let me know what you guys thought of this absolutely broken Snorlax set down in the comments. My name is Star_2001 and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye, and as always, have a great one. See you all later. Goodbye.